This episode of building the Exocet, I am mounting on my Flyin Miata upper, I don't know what you call them, side panels. These are now, I think, $87 shipped from Flyin Miata. Now that they do free shipping. They look very similar. I haven't unwrapped them yet, but they're supposed to be very similar to identical to the ones that come with the Exocet kit. So basically that's what these look like. Similar thickness. Similar smoked color. The bad part is there are no welded tabs like there are on the lower part of the chassis. So they come with P-clips. That looks stupid. So I'm going to go ahead and, I got some sheet metal, some 16 gauge sheet metal. I'm going to cut out some tabs and weld them in, and then I will have them more permanently mounted. I just think that'll be a cleaner, more finished look. So it's 94 degrees in my garage right now. I'm not going to do a long video here. It's just going to be short, simple, and sweet, and kind of show you guys how you can do this so you don't have to use the ugly looking P-clips. Okay, so that down there is the stock side panel. This is the Flyin Miata side panel. This does a nice job of covering up these ugly pedal assemblies, and basically just covering up some of the wiring and some of the other ugly areas that you have on the Exocet here. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can see these pre-drilled holes in them, just like in the exomotive ones. I'm basically going to weld in tabs in these locations, much like, let me swing around here, the tabs you see here from exomotive. Basically, just then I can tap them and drill them and bolt them on. And I think that'll give a nice cleaner look, as well as I've also heard a lot of people say that protects from a lot of rocks entering into the cabin through this area from the front tires. He said that's probably about one of the biggest helps, is having this upper side panel here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some 16 gauge sheet metal and cut some tabs, and then we'll get to welding them in. Just basically just need a piece of 16 gauge sheet metal. Basically the tabs are 1 1/4 wide by 1 1/2 long. This is a 6-inch strip, so I'm going to cut a 1 1/4 inch wide strip off, and then I'm going to cut that into 4 separate tabs. So basically I'll need one of these strips for each side, as there's 4 mounting points. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one cut up and get them all fabbed up and grounded up, and I'll show you what they look like, and then we'll get to welding. So these are the 4 little tabs that I made. And basically, I don't know how exactly they're going to go, but they're going to weld on something like this to these points and allow this to get bolted in. So I'm going to go ahead and get these mocked up and tacked in, and then I'll show you what they look like and the positions I put them in. All right, I got these tacked up here in place real quickly, and basically just a matter of putting it where you want, and then putting some magnets behind it and checking it before you tack it. But every hole looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and let those tacks cool for a minute, and then I am going to go ahead and fully weld it back and front. So I'm going to mainly weld on the back here, and then on the front here I'm going to put a small bead and then grind that down a little more flush, like exomotive did with the mounts, just to make it look a little better. So I'll get to it. All welded in here. Then I just went and ground the weld down a little bit. They're pretty darn strong, so I think they're on there pretty good. One thing here, these tubes are not as thick of a wall as you would think. I had a major burn through here. I have a Hobart handler, just a 140 amp welder, and I was on, I think, my second lowest heat setting, and it burnt through extremely fast when I got the heat going right at that bar. So I would say, I mean, I didn't blow through any of these 16 gauge tabs. I'd say that's almost a thinner metal, so it's not a very thick metal here, so you really got to use some low heat and wire settings there to not get burned through. But yeah, basically those are on. Next step is letting them cool down. I also am going to go inside the house and cool down. And then I'm going to get these drilled out and get some grommets in the panel here and Bolts are all up. For pre-drilling your holes here, basically the same as the stock panels. Basically put this up, use the holes as a template, and I just simply slip a permanent marker through there and mark my points, and then I pre-drill those out with I actually center punch those, and then I pre-drill them with a 3/32 bit, and then step it up a couple times until I get to the full size that I need to get the bolt through. Okay, so here's the Flyin Miata upper side panel put on. Get a little bit of a ways back shot there for you guys. I think it looks pretty nice. It matches almost identical. I'd say it's just maybe a slightly darker tint to it, but that's going to vary based on the lighting you're in. Yeah, it looks pretty good. One thing I did modify is between the plexiglass and the mounting tab on the exomotive ones, they put a nut there to space it off the frame rails. The Flyin Miata one did not have those, so I went out and bought some M8, I think it was M8 by 1 pitch nuts to basically slip in here, so I have this gap here so it's not rubbing against the future powder coating on it. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. That should be a good little deflection there for rocks and debris coming inside as well. So, all right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like my stuff, please hit the like button or subscribe below. I'll see you next time.